Massachusetts, the Patriots introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with their opponents. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. This forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second down at 7. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early. Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. They overload him that time of the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, they'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of 2 there, second down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop.
Touchdown! Christian McCaffrey, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bisons are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he returns this to the 22. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back. Because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. After 7-0 on EA Sports. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kevin Farley. The 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball on that because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Rolling to his left. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's Allen. Touchdown! A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bisons add 6 to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Patriots nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On second down, a run with Etienne. Room here to run. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. 45 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game. Now a first down throw. Fields escaping the pressure right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Third down.
On play action, Allen rolling to his right. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a first down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you disputed a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? But that's why they tell you all the time, don't just get what you need, get a little bit more, and take the decision out of the hands of the officials.
Oh, there he needed a yard. He got a yard and maybe an inch. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 7 yards, the pickup there. On second down, McCaffrey. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Now Allen. This one caught by Isabella. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
So things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And he's got his man on the out route. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 24-yard line.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bisons are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help Matt. At all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. Allen off the play fake. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10. So now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Touchdown! Christian McCaffrey, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bisons are able to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it is 28-0.
Patriots, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd and 9, Fields. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Fields on first down. Forced out to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
He finds Bolden. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Throwing again is Fields. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Patriots are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Now that definitely hurts, because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally coughed it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. Following the fumble recovery, Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Fields now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To the air again, Fields. Buying time to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Justin Fields, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Pats have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the fourth, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
86 yards on the ground for him now, as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Sliding out of the pocket. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it, as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got creative.
And he will take it in for the touchdown. A great play there, with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bisons are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded right around the 8. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Steps, and he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Adafe Owe able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. Off play action, Fields. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They snap it to Fields. That's complete to John Ross. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. On first down, Fields. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw, Fields. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Well, that's just simply not right. To make that kind of a catch, that spectacular, and not get a first down out of it.
I guess he could put it on his personal highlight reel, however.
Yeah, he'll get the catch, he'll get the yardage, but he doesn't get what he really wants.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will